Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Atelier Ryza Trinity. I'm the Mysterious JG.
No, I'm the Lethal Feline.
Last time, we finished the special DLC Adventures of Lent, which was actually the DLC Adventures of Lent and Tau. And now that I think of it, if they had asked you to do any kind of combat with just Lent and no support, they would have had to be some incredibly weak-ass, boring enemies for it not to have been a massive pain in the ass. So it's probably just as well Lent was there to help, or Tau was there to help. Now we got to figure out what to do next. We could go with Tau. We could go with Claudia. They're not really numbered. This season event, I think is literally just a bonus story scene. So that's probably what we should do last. You got any preferences here?
Let's go with Lila and Empel. I can voice a character.
There you go. Let's now we're spending that dime. We'll have 2 DLCs after this where you got nothing, but we will go with episode Empel and Lila, the end of an adventure and beyond. I'll let you read this.
After parting ways with the Ryza, Lila and Empel continue their journey. They discover a new gate and step foot into the underworld once more, but they cannot unlock that 5th area. We'll control Lila throughout this event.
Empel just gets a donut and gets to keep his mouth shut.
Yeah, he fucking likes it.
I achieved my goal to defeat the Ravaging Queen. And I returned the stolen water to my land. But not everything is returned to how it used to be. At least I get the dialogue and not Empel. We can only hope that will happen someday. Until then, I'll continue to close the gates.
After the horses get out.
That's the mission I've given to myself. I won't let that tragedy repeat itself. I want new and interesting tragedies. With hope in my heart, I continue my travels. Meanwhile, Empel still won't shut up.
Notice anything over there? Like how I'm not shutting up?
Are you noticing that these bushes are glowing? No, nothing out of the ordinary. If anything, it's slightly more green than before.
Then it's returning to its original form, thanks to the young boss returning the vortex of blue and white, or white and blue as it is properly known.
The Young Boss Chronicles. It would seem that way.
Over the past few years, the scenery has been changing for the better, slowly but surely. Also, I'm so very tired.
Don't call me Shirley. So then, are you going to close the gate? Or keep talking all day?
Little column A, little column B. Why don't we look around a bit more? I'd like to observe more of the changes first.
I doubt that much has changed, aside from the new greenery.
Each region of the underworld has its own unique environment, like this one has blue weeds instead of red ones. I don't know much about this world, so I'd like to see as much as I can with my own eyes before we shut it away like this is the Disney Vault.
Very well, then let's continue to look around. Maybe we can find that 5th checkpoint.
Slumbering lands.
Parting with the Ryza. Okay, this is what we have already read.
Where's she gonna swing?
Her foot.
She just kicks the damn thing. Okay.
Swings her foot.
Just kicks that mushroom in half.
This is a decorative ladder. It's for display purposes only.
It was weird to see her jump.
Yeah, she all ninja flippy.
All these ingredients that JG will pick up.
Well,
we will use to alchemize anything.
We have an actual alchemist in this one, so let's see.
Yeah, not like those phony store-bought ones like the Ryza. I'm a real alchemist. I have my alchemist diploma that I got from Alchemy Academy.
I do appreciate that even when she can't possibly hear you, you're calling her the Ryza. That shows a lot of respect. Empel,
Just
look
have
there.
it. I'm looking. What is it?
Oh, I made you look.
You son of a bitch. You got to me again, Lila.
This isn't of the Orin.
It must be something left behind by humans, the Clint Kingdom to be specific.
Even here, the shadow of the fallen
You're
kingdom.
stealing my lines.
I'm sorry,
Lila.
I'm sorry.
Even here, the shadow of the fallen kingdom still looms.
You want to take this one?
No, frankly, I'd like you to do it.
Frankly, it would be harder to find an area that they haven't tainted. Filthy, disgusting humans.
I have to imagine that you are in fact correct.
Worse than cockroaches, you dirty fuckers.
Based on what I'm seeing here, this appears to be some sort of alchemy facility. They have a cauldron, and that's really all you need.
I guess it could have been a cook site, but whatever. Alchemy? What were they making?
It also could be like a teacup, but I don't think that's the case. I can't say. It looks like this is actually still usable. Excellent. Thanks to you and the Ryza poking your nose into my business, I can finally get back into synthesizing now that I have my new super arm.
It's a really interesting way to say thank you, jerk.
Behold, the super arm. This is a good place as any to use as our home base while exploring this episode / the underworld. Yes. Although I'm not sure if I'll be able to find any useful materials around here unless you kick things. In this episode, this corner of the underworld will act as your home base. You can save and load using the bonfire like this is Dark Souls. You can also use the cauldron to synthesize. Here's Lila acting like she knows what she's doing.
I'm just thinking, Dark Souls, that innovated the idea of a campfire as a safe place. We never had that before Dark Souls. It was also the first tough video game. It created the whole video games that are not easy genre.
It's true. I'm glad that Dark Souls came around so we could have games like Ninja Turtles for the Nintendo, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
We wouldn't have had that without Dark Souls.
We'd never have Dark Tower without Dark Souls. Alright, well, let's see.
It's so quiet with them gone. No, I'm not lonely. You better not misunderstand.
I'm warning you, bitch! If you think I'm lonely, I'll kill you!
That's when he did it.
So we've got the full, I don't know what... We can make tar bombs.
Tar bomb.
Interesting. But stupid. Okay.
I would like to see his animations for alchemizing stuff.
I hope they're just like as adorable and girly as the Ryza's, like thoughtful, happy.
Uh-huh. Just jumping up as bubbles, spray forth.
Mhm.
Speaking of which, foamy water.
touching his chest to indicate sincerity when an item is correctly built.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if we can level up her kick so that we have like big kick basket.
Big kick basket. Now on TBS.
So I don't want to belabor this, but no, you're right. We gotta see at least one thing get alchemized.
They have some pretty good stuff here. They just got golem cores laying around collecting dust.
Yeah, no wonder the Clint Kingdom wanted to come take this place over. You don't even have to fight golems to get golem cores as long as you come here.
Yep, as long as you can kick shit.
Oh, those jars were full of Papus Papillion. They're Lupus Papillion.
I know. You kick a barrel and there's just dragonflies and butterflies that burst forth. And
So
you
we
don't
need
lose your shit.
We need a Crimson Core. I'm guessing probably fighting something will drop that. Alright, well, we will alchemize before this is all said and done, but we're not getting anywhere until we start exploring a bit.
Explorer reporting.
Let me see where the plot wants us to go, so let's put that
Go
off.
the opposite direction.
Yeah, let's put that off for a moment.
I think we picked up those eggs just a moment ago, because here's the
Yeah,
display-only ladder.
This is the same screen. When you have the Cobra Knight, you have nothing.
When you go this way, then you got something. You've got family. Polluted hummus.
When you hear your family, so come to Olive Garden for some polluted hummus today.
Yeah, for endless polluted hummus.
Hey, you can get like a monthly pass for that polluted hummus over there now.
Is this an orange settlement, Lila?
Well, it's either that or the Ewoks. Yes, I'm not sure, but based on the architecture, I'd say it's from the Green Feather clan.
Then two fucking logs just come from both ends. End of episode.
And then, like, an Ewok dies, and we're supposed to be sad, and it's like, they've been fighting the Empire for like 20 minutes. We assumed someone died off screen. But we're far from that clan's homeland. Perhaps there was an offshoot that settled here. They really should stay in their own neighborhoods. We're really about territory and who lives where in these late DLCs.
To be honest, all your clan architecture looks the same to me, Lila, just like you rabbit people.
Yeah.
Oh, I've been meaning to ask. Who are you really? Are you still Lila?
Oh, you Chinese people with your karate. and that spicy cabbage. You're all the same, you people. What is it?
I should have brought this up before, but what exactly are the Orin? What's up with those fucking ears? We've been together for like 10 years. I thought I'd finally ask. I mean, Kilo's an Orin too, right? But honestly, she's nothing like you. I mean, she's shorter for one. That's quite different.
She had a much better temperament. I figured all Orins were huge hoe bags until I met her.
Her arms are also less hairy than yours.
What, that's all you want to know? I thought you'd be asking about how we reproduce and stuff.
I expect it to be the same as most other things.
Just like how you humans live all over the world, she's part of another group that lived here.
Oh, I see. So, what are the clans exactly? You mentioned them before when we first met Kilo.
Oh, that's true. I never explained our clans to you, did I? Maybe because it's none of your business, white boy.
You're paler than I am.
That's true. I'm like translucent, girl. The Orin may look the same, but we're divided up into clans, sort of like your human nations. Each clan has a role. My White Fang clan specializes in war. We're all trained from a young age. Kilo is part of the Soul Speaker clan. They're said to control spirits, though I'm not sure how it works. It's pretty awesome. You're told what you're going to do with your life from birth, and if you try to divert at all from what you were told to do by the elders, they totally murder you. It's fantastic.
Spirits sounds like a bunch of hocus pocus to me, but I'm just an alchemist.
But to say, says the guy who's been spending his life trying to transmute lead to gold.
Hey, I can make, perfectly good souffles come out of that cauldron, thank you very much.
I can make the best beef stew you've ever seen. It will sit flat on a plate, and we can stand and look at it without eating it for hours.
It'll still be good.
They seem to be invisible to humans, but they're beings responsible for natural phenomena.
Like tornadoes and earthquakes?
Mm-hmm. Kilo can freely control those spirits. I can do something similar, but not to her clan's extent. For those who can fully command the spirits, it's a highly potent source of power. They make a lot of money, too.
Then Kilo is enslaving the undead or something?
She's much stronger than me. She took on entire Fallujah legions all on her own.
Then why the hell did we do all that for the entire main game?
Hey, your guess is as good as mine. You let like a 12-year-old girl do all the alchemy.
She's like 15 or 16. It's not as bad as it sounds.
That's true. Yeah.
I see. Well, you said that the Green Feather clan lived here. What is that clan like? Are they hospitable?
Their job was to protect the natural world, which I suppose they weren't able to do. So I guess
Have they
their entire clan are failures.
They dropped the fucking ball, I'll tell you that much.
Pretty much.
I'm sorry that those people are really, really terrible.
No need to apologize. They'll be plenty busy once they return to our world. They've got a lot of answering for their mistakes to do. They'll have to plant seeds, nurture them, create a plentiful forest once again. Well, I'm just going around kicking shit because I'm from the warrior clan. They survived somewhere, I'm sure of it. We may even run into them someday. Perhaps in the third game, who knows?
You're very specific, but I certainly hope so.
I have no idea whether or not...
I might even be in that game, too. That would be...
Anyway, are we done here? If so, we should get going. I want to see your alchemy animations. I want to see you, like, clap like a delighted 15-year-old girl when you successfully make a bomb.
I usually am that way. Bombs are pretty cool.
This really does have an Ewok village look, though. These, Oh, well, now I don't see that they're around, but... Okay, there they are, the tree houses up there. Oh, here we go. I was wondering if there would be monsters about the place.
Yeah, there's just giant scorpion things. Some Pokemon they haven't been captured and disciplined. We didn't actually look at what our levels are on these characters.
No, we didn't. We got 15 core charges. And the fact that we can alchemize suggests they might expect a bit more from us in this DLC. I guess we'll find out.
With an actual alchemist, my goodness. Ow! I'm beginning to almost perish. I've almost been broken, Lila. Why don't you roar those things into the ground? I've been broken now.
Yeah, this really ain't going that good, is it?
It's also going batshit. I'll remind JG is not saved at this portion, so this is rather unfortunate. Okay, that's better, thank you. That healed my stun, but not my health.
That did not. That was not the thing we should have done. Okay, well, I don't remember how you run away, but it might be time to figure that one out, because there is a way to do that. But she is broken, and she's probably going to die before I can run.
Welcome to Get Fucked Town.
Pretty much,
Population
yeah.
you. I'm just going to lay down on the ground and watch you perish.
Alright, well, I'm glad to join you in death. Well, there we are.
Don't worry, if this is anything like the main game, we'll be spirited away back to camp.
Yeah, we lost some items after our defeat.
We'll just thank the spirits for that.
Random shit we kicked has now gone unkicked. Alright, well, okay. So the very first enemies we encountered rocked us. We're level 50.
We are...
With, actual... Yeah, like, okay. I'm thinking we picked what is going to be a much harder DLC than the one we just did. Because these are reasonably high-end items that she's got.
My god, does this game actually have some teeth?
Yeah.
Oh, we have your favorite clock.
Yeah, it's a really good item, in fact. It has dimensional overload. And we got the Genesis hammer, which turned into a big... These are actually really good items he's got. Okay.
Well, maybe the alchemist should actually use his items before he perishes.
That was the plan. I didn't mean to use the thing that would heal his stun and not his hit points. So we'll have to actually be better at the game, it looks like. It also, although again, I feel like maybe avoiding random encounters will be rewarded here.
Yeah, probably. Pick up an entire mushroom colony. Crimson cores everywhere. Nectar rock.
The other thing is we spent a big chunk of the game where Ryza was using an item that gave us like enemy detection on the map. We don't have that now. I have to actually remember.
You actually have to use your eyeballs.
Well, I mean, I can't just stare at the mini-map and assume that something's not right in my goddamn face, ready to murder us.
lightning rocks, gold enite, degenerate stones.
Yeah, these are not... I don't think we'd be getting item drops quite this generous in the regular game.
Mm-hmm. I do like Lila's cook because it's just so fast.
Yeah.
Let's see Lila fish. Oh, yeah.
Is it everything you hoped for?
Mm-hmm. I'm hooked. That's all I'll say.
There's two.
You got one.
Underworld Master, which, as we found out, is also a Poonie Ball somehow.
A myria fish.
A treasure chest. It's...
You've obtained spirit bottles. Usually we have to fight some women on chairs for those.
I wonder if they're like level 999 spirit bottles, as we had gotten in the past. They are level 32 spirit bottles. But they're still pretty damn good.
There's a big old chonker. It looks like, well, it probably won't.
It's a
have
plot.
Immediate fighting.
It's a plot chonker. I mean, should be... I know, it'd probably be an overcautious. I'm going to head back to base camp just to unload our inventory, and then we'll walk back without doing a bunch of item gathering and fight that chonker.
Mm-hmm. Chonker battle.
Now, if this chonker turns out to be easier than, like, the random encounter we had, then we will just know, yeah, this DLC does not want you fighting the regular monsters. They are there to kill you.
They're not there for your enjoyment. They're there to kill you.
Do not grind against things that are tougher than the plot fights that you are grinding for. So, that may be what we're dealing with here.
I suspect if we need to get stronger, we'd probably just make better items here.
Yeah, I think so. I think so, too.
It is a plot chonker.
I tell you though, the gear they gave us is pretty good.
Well, look there, a bunch of Fallujah just all over there in one place.
Don't see that.
Congregating.
Are we going to attack them? We just got our butts kicked by a regular monster.
Our mission here is to survey the land, not hunt down Pokemons. I'd like to avoid any unnecessary fighting, if all possible.
Then I'll go take care of them myself. I can't just let them wander these lands. You wait here.
Yeah, that sounds fine. I mean, when you say it like that, what choice do I have but to help and die with you, at my side?
Geez, first I have to do alchemy because the Ryza's not here. Now I have to fight Fallujah.
You're lucky I have a small blue bow tie. Otherwise, I would have nothing going. We might be able to go around it.
Not so much.
It has a zone of control.
It appears they're planning to fight back.
Yes, it seems that way. Well, let's not hesitate. Let's just clear them all out.
Alright, well I'm going to switch over to Empel because he plays more like Ryza, who I spent 99% of the Let's Play controlling. And Genesis Hammer seems like a good start.
Yeah, that did help. Making adorable noises. Somehow it ambushed her, even though it's standing right in front of her. Oh, it's weak to the tar bomb, is it? Just throw a freaking barrel at it, like I'm Donkey Kong.
And I think not stunning it, like not going out of my way to stun it yet is probably wise as well. Although she will stun it without us. There we go, and now we stun it.
And now we stun the monster.
Alright, you're gonna be a pain in the...
now we are stunning the monster.
So you're gonna be a pain in the butt and make me use my points here.
That damn Chun-Li whirlwind kick.
Spitting allergy.
No. Broke down. We're gonna have to call AAA for you.
We're good with
We're halfway there.
The Fallujah Association here.
I like how his attacks are just directing his little scepter towards things. Lila, what happened? You seem all dizzy and whatnot. I should probably consume an item sometime this century, just so we have more cores. Or not. Doesn't really matter. Let's throw a barrel at it.
I'll make... Yeah, I'd rather consume her items. And I'm realizing now, he's got that damn clock I love so much. Why didn't I use it at the beginning of the fight?
I figured you knew what you were doing.
Well, that's an easy mistake to make. Although things get a lot better when I play as him rather than her, because, yeah, like, there's a lot more options.
She knows what she's doing.
She kicks shit.
You don't need to control her. That's odd. They were much stronger than I expected.
They're not as strong as the regular enemy we fought before.
That's just because you were trying to do it.
I hate to say true after that, but it's the line true. They look like the other Fallujah we fought, but far stronger than before.
Could they actually be another kind of Fallujah? Despite their similar appearance, perhaps they're a regional dialect.
Are we gonna learn there's Fallujah tribes as well? Perhaps they were rock-type Pokemon and we fought them as though they were steel-type Pokemon.
Regardless of what type they were, any other Fallujah around here are likely to be just as strong, because that's just how things work. This one's not special. Let's try to stay hidden, instead of just walking up to things into their zone of control.
I just told you I can't have Fallujah wandering around my neighborhood.
And I just told you we're not going to do it. I have to wonder, what exactly are the Fallujah? Are they Pokemon like Lethal keeps joking?
You would think we would have figured that out at some point in this adventure.
Yes, just like I should figure out what the hell Orin are. I mean, when we were with the Ryza, all I was good at was sealing gates. I couldn't even fight, because they never put me in the party, for crying out loud.
We got one or two fights.
But now that I have to fight for myself, I'd like to learn about them to gain, every possible type advantage.
When it was a 15-year-old girl and her friends whose lives are on the line, I did not care about learning about these creatures and passing on any useful information that might have spared their lives. They are the sworn enemies of the Orin, although it didn't start out that way. I like the idea that the Fallujah swore an oath against the Orin at some point.
I know, they have a formal declaration of, you guys are meanies.
Well, what happened is that anarchists assassinated their archduke, and that set off a whole series of treaties.
Yes, Treaty Palooza, we called it.
We shared this world, but lived in different regions, so we rarely had any interaction. Although sometimes a bunch of Orin would decide to go south of the border to Tijuana to get smashed in an Orin's in a Fallujah city and then cross the border overnight. But one day they became the enemy, the war began, and this is what our world became. It was once thought that Fallujah soak up the life and soul of the earth. But as it turns out, the humans of the Clint Kingdom were the ones doing that. You dirty fuckers. The Fallujah were simply migrated to where life could still be found, and we clashed as a result. We really should have, formed a cooperative pact and attacked humanity together, now that I think about it.
Introspective dots.
Please don't look at me like that, and say dots. Life will return to the Earth sooner or later, and the Fallujah will have no need to intrude on us. They'll be happy in their own schools. Eventually we'll stop clashing and all future danger should be quelled. And then magical pixies will come down and everyone will get candy and gold.
Are you just making this shit up? Anyway, I certainly hope that does happen with the candy. I'm a big fan of sweets. It looked like that one just spun around real quick. Travel deeper.
I want to return so we can save, call it a video, maybe even do some alchemy. I have the impression now it's just avoid combat until you've wandered deep enough to see all their dialogue, and then this thing is just going to end.
Probably. Given what we saw in the other DLC, it's go to a place, We'll have a big climax, and then it ends.
Well,
Will we have the ending next time?
but to say, with that in mind, folks, tune in next time to see if Empel and Lila go someplace together and have a big climax. Leafless words, not mine. Bye for now.